Welcome to Social Media Fridays. Each week we meet to wind down and talk about what happened this week in the world of social media. Masataki Wasta is away today. With us we have Edwin Yonk. Edwin is CEO of IDESTHOST in the Netherlands, IDESTHOST.nl. Have you had a good week, Edwin?
I did.
Okay. All right. For various reasons, we didn't run last week. It was because I totally forgot that we were on. I'm sorry about that. All right. So we've got plenty to talk about today, and some of it spreads over the last 2 weeks. Question one, Edwin. Google may finally liberate photos and Hangouts. I don't know about finally. It was never suggested earlier. But I think this was heard here first on Social Media Fridays, wasn't it, mate? We talked about the products, Hangouts and photos as separate entities, and that was the language that's been coming from Google for months.
Yes, especially Hangouts. The last iteration of Hangouts, they removed it basically from Google Plus, and Google clearly said that they are setting up a new team, or set up a new team for Hangouts, or a separate team. The photos was never really integrated into Google Plus. You could still use Pixscala, or I never used that product from Google, but so it's basically moving a little bit back.
Yes, I'd say Google Plus is one announcement away from sunset.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next. This was posted by Meher Bagat. Where are you, Meher? A new Facebook feature. I'll have to rely on you, Edwin. I'm a recovering Facebook user. I've been clean now for about 15 months.
Well, if Google Plus is that, you have to.
Well, do we?
Well, you don't have to. But
what will we do if there's no Google Plus?
I think Facebook is the only real option. Twitter only has 140 characters.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too short for me.
Maybe we'll go to LO after all.
Oh yeah, hello. I almost forgot about them. Yeah. Do they have
Everybody
groups?
else,
And do they have groups and or communities? Or?
I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Anyway, on this particular one, schedule a future post Facebook page directly. A quick guide from the Facebook Help Center. What do they mean by that, mate?
Let me see. You can prepare a post and schedule it to be published on your page at a different date. Schedule the post. Need to be shared between 10 minutes or 6 months from when you create them. So.
Okay. Let's move on to the next.
Well, many social media clients like OWL or Hootsuite already have that feature, so because it's now coming native to Facebook. I also think Twitter announced something similar, no? Or
I'm not sure. I mean, there's various tools you can use. Hootsuite and I think even Friends Plus Me, you can schedule. I'm not a fan of it. I only post when the mood takes me. Scheduling a post, I think it's a little bit artificial.
Yeah, maybe it's more for businesses that have a social media team or person. Um, I don't think it's needed for the average user, is it?
No. Moving on to question or topic 3, Mark Zuckerberg, his interview on connecting the world. You said, is this what you said? I've heard about internet.org.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I took a closer look because of an interview on Bloomberg. The success stories about this initiative is to provide free internet access to limited sites and resources. One thing they all have in common is free access to Facebook. And Maher said, and one can only access it through Tata connection, and they hold a track record for the worst internet connection. What is a Tata connection, Edwin?
Well, that's their ISP. AT&T for the US, British Telecom for the UK.
Okay.
A data connection is quite a large one. But in the blog post on internet.org, they said it was Reliance. But according to Maher, they are both unreliable. I did ask her to join for this particular question because it's free. Free internet. I think it is a 3G or 2G that is free. And I was wondering if it was popular or that got much traction in India. I don't think that's the case, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Should we speak more about Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook?
Sure, if you want to.
Well, I hope you've got something because I've got nothing.
Well, it is a nice interview. Other people reported from the interview. Mark Zuckerberg says that he's working with Google. Well, they're working with Google on internet.org. The .org is a little bit misleading because it suggests that it's a non-profit organization. And well, all of those free internet access do have Facebook. And he clearly says that it's not a non-profit, that in the long term Facebook tries to make a profit from it. So that's fine. .org these days isn't only non-profit. So I think in the interview he was honest.
Mm-hmm. You can afford to be, I mean.
Go ahead, Jim.
I was going to say, Zuckerberg used to be the bad boy, and Page and Brin were the golden children, but it's turning around, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. All right. Let me have a look at the next question, which is a post from Masataki Wasa, why Twitter is even more worthless than you think. I disagree with that. I think Twitter's a good thing. That Twitter chat that we held when we were invited by SEMrush, I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but this award, they're playing a little bit with words here. He isn't saying, if you read the article, he isn't saying that it's worthless. but as a way to get traffic, he says it is worthless. So he's playing a little bit with words here.
Oh, okay.
Makes the argument that Twitter is more or less a portal of you. It's quite a long article, and it's not scientific. He only looked at his own Twitter and a couple of tweets from his colleague. It is quote. It is far to come away from these metrics thinking that Twitter is worthless, but that's an unsophisticated conclusion. The more sophisticated takeaway is that Twitter is worthless for the limited purpose of driving traffic to your website, because Twitter is not a portal for outbound links, but rather a homepage for self-contained pictures and observations. So that's basically his conclusion.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with Mercer on that, because it may not be known as a portal for outbound links, but it certainly has that facility, and if you have enough followers and can write a good teaser and add a link to it, I can see it driving lots of traffic.
I can see that too. Especially if large companies use Twitter well. They also have an additional customer service.
And the thing is that Twitter doesn't hide your followers from you like Google Plus and Facebook does. If you send a tweet out, everybody who has followed you will see it in their stream.
True, indeed.
We should do more with Twitter, Edwin.
I think so too, but Twitter, for me, it is quite tricky. I'm always hitting that 140 character limit.
Must try and think of a means to incorporate it into our WCA questions hangouts. We haven't even got a hashtag, mate.
Do we? I think we tried that a couple of times. Let me see, twitter.com. I think I did post a couple of times.
Oh, with dumb SEO questions?
Yeah, with the hashtag dumb SEO questions.
Okay.
Dumb SEO. Yep. Let me put it on all, and I can see when the last time we posted something. Oh, my hair posted on the last year, the 26th of November. And my latest post was 2 October last year. It's not that regular.
Okay, I see that we have viewers there, Edwin. And if you are watching, why not come and join us? I've posted on the event page the link directly into the Hangout. We'd like to know what you have to say. There's plenty of room. There's just Edwin and I. All right, we'll move on to the next page.
Sure.
This is a good thing. Pinterest is banning all affiliate links.
Well, to be honest, affiliate links were already banned in Pinterest, but there were 2 programs that let you add affiliate links. It was Reward Style and Hello Society. The two mainly focus on fashion and design, and the pinners that got enrolled in that that program could use affiliate ADs in their links to Amazon, for example. So it was not for the regular user. Affiliate links were already banned, and now it got banned for everyone. And according to the article, it's more of a way to make money. Let me see. Furthermore, with news that Pinterest is working to implement a buy button in mere months, as Recode reports, it's not too hard to draw a connection. So.
Okay. Move on to the next, mate?
Sure.
Done. Facebook's name policy strikes again. The account suspension of a Lakota woman, Dana Lone Hill, got some media attention earlier this week. Lone Hill has had a very similar experience to other users who've been booted off the site for name policy violations, with one important difference. What was that important difference, Edwin?
Oh, I need to look that one up.
You wrote this?
No, it is a quote. It is a quote.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the quote. Sorry. It is cursive, but not in quotes. Let me see. Where?
Oh, I see. I see the line there. Facebook's name policy strikes again. This time at Native Americans. Probably the surname field would have 2 words in it.
Yeah, and Lone Hill. That those are just words, or in English, those are just words, not in for Native Americans, of course. So my guess is that that was the flag for Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, the difference was that last year the drag queens and other they got a weird message, and in her case, I think she was locked out of Facebook. And am I saying that right? Instead of being told that she needed to use her legal name, Lone Hill got a message from Facebook saying it looked like she wasn't using her authentic name, and that Facebook would like to work with her to verify the name that best represents her identity.
I would hate a job like that. It would drive me nuts.
Yeah, especially in this case, because you know that is her real name, and that basically the program behind Facebook is just too dumb, and you're basically offending all the natives in America.
And like if they put a hyphen in between it, I mean, millions, maybe billions of people, or not billions, but certainly millions of people would have hyphenated names. Anyway.
Yeah, let's move on.
Move on to the dumbness of computer logic. A story about Snapchat.
I think it's also a little bit dumb to have a real name policy. Google Plus had it before, but I
Don't you
don't see
think
anything
that?
coming good out of a real name policy.
Don't you think though that Google Plus is a lesser version of itself with all of the YouTube profiles without real names?
Well, for me personal, I don't see that many. There were a couple last week, or no, there was one. He was a little bit trolling, so I just blocked him, and it's all fine.
Okay. All right. What about this one, mate?
Scotty just joined, but he left.
Oh. Yeah, come back, Scotty Bible. We want to know what you think.
Talking about real name policy.
What about this Snapchat article, Edwin? You posted this one?
Oh yeah, this was a nice article from Kevin Rose, I think. Let me check the. Yeah, from Kevin Rose. A couple of weeks, Snapchat added a new feature they called Snapchat Discover, and they work with a number of publishers. And this is the story from the publisher point of view. First, the content is created for Snapchat. It's also a challenge to get it in portrait mode instead of landscape mode. Most media outlets sorry for that. Most media outlets they record in landscape mode. So that's a little bit of a challenge for the media outlets. What they normally do is they change they use the landscape recording and manipulate it that it fits within a portrait mode. At least that one is what CNN is doing. What surprised me was that the channels could only update their stories once a day, so that doesn't make it really good for breaking news. And there are no links on Discover at all, but there are no links on Pinkster at all, so it's not for outbound traffic or referral traffic. And publishers make money. If publishers publishers reportedly keep 70% of the revenue from these ads if they sell them, and 50% if Snapchat sells them. That's generous, I think.
Yep. Okay, let's move on to the next, mate. Will we, or not?
There's no next for me.
Ah, we've done the lot?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, that was 3 weeks' work in one short stint. I see we've got viewers. If you'd like to join us in the green room, you're more than welcome. Okay. We'd like to thank you if you're still watching us this far. Like to thank you for your interest in what we do. because your participation makes what we do worthwhile. We'll be back next week to do it all again. Thanks very much.